Hello. Guess where I am? Guess. Do you hear the water? Can you hear some birds chirping? They're very quiet. You might not be able to hear the birds, but I think you can probably hear the water. And look around me. I've got my little cozy shirt. I'm camping, y'all. I'm camping by myself. I'm here all by myself, almost literally, because there's only one other family camping right now in the campground that I'm at. It's so quiet out here. That will change in a couple of days. But I'm here to do my little camping reading retreat. This is my 4th time to do this, and I look forward to it every year. I'll be by myself this evening and then 2 more full days, and then the boys will come out and join me, and we'll spend how many ever days we decide to stay. I always go in like, hi, I'm always hoping for the best. And then things happen, you know, weather happens. Your child falls on a fallen tree and gets a tree branch going into his arm. That was last year. You have to make emergency run to town to go to the emergency room when you have no cell service, and it was crazy. I come back from these solo camp trips always like filled with stories. Sometimes they're great stories, sometimes they're like, yeah, that would be cool if that didn't happen stories. So we'll see what happens this time, but I'm really hoping for a super chill, very uneventful, very boring camp trip. I brought watercolors and coloring books with markers and color pencils and a ton of books. Not a crossword puzzle, a word search. I'm just gonna chill and relax and just have some time to just focus on self for a few days. I'm not worrying about anybody. Nobody needs me. I don't need to be doing something else besides relaxing. And it's kind of sad that I have to sometimes remove myself from my home to fully just like let go of everything. But that is just how it is. It's how it is. So I am going to give you guys a tour of the campground. My goal is to vlog why I'm out here by myself, and to vlog also when my boys join me. Let me just say like a little, I don't know. I try to vlog every time I come out on this trip, and what I've learned is you can never expect anything. So I'm hoping that I'm able to turn this into a vlog and y'all are watching a vlog at some point of all of this footage, but I don't really know how it's gonna play out. So I'm not even gonna tell you the plan. We're just gonna kind of go with it and see where the next few days take us. But the only plan I have right now is that I do want to show you my campground, or my campsite in the campground. Do you want to see? It's like nothing special, but it is cute and cozy. Let's go look. Okay, here's the front view. I don't know if you can see, but behind the pines there's a beautiful mountain. And maybe I should let you take a gander of the whole campground, because it'll most likely be packed this weekend and it'll be much louder. But right now it's so peaceful. And then our fire ring. We got new camp chairs this year. I'm so excited. We needed them. This one is very comfortable, but I'm super excited about this one. Look at her. Is that like not the best camping reading chair? I brought a blanket also so I can just cozy up here by the fire and read in the comfy chair. And then here's the picnic table. I got a new tablecloth from Joann's this year. Sadly, they're closing. I'm just so stinking sad about that. Anybody else? Is anybody else sad about it? I really am, but look at how cute. A little bee and a strawberry and some flowers. And for Mother's Day, my boys got me 2 bouquets of flowers specifically to bring out here, because I always like to put flowers on the table when I'm camping. So I had a fun little florist moment out here at the table after I got everything set up. And over here, my setup is always the same, and I just keep this stuff like this in the garage when I'm done camping, and then I just clean it out and get it ready to go for the next year. So this top drawer has spoons, a couple of knives and forks, and then we have bowls. My little label fell off last year, and then plates are there, and then this is just like stuff that we use on the regular. There's floss in there, some scissors, some things to like wipe your hands, trash bags, lighters. These are little grocery bags, hand sanitizer if I didn't already say that. There's some little pot holders in there, a pencil, paper. I always keep pen and paper in here in case like I'm running low on something and I need to make a note of it to just stick back in the bin so I will see it the next year, or if I'm running into town to get ice or something, I can remind myself to grab it. Yeah, That's pretty basic. And then this bin is full of camp gear. So like tools and tent stakes, mallets, there's tape. There is a broom and dustpan. So there's a speaker. I have all of my extra little mini propane containers in here, some extra lighters. I have some things for my dogs. They're not with me this time, but like their leashes and a couple little dog jackets because it gets really cold out here. It's supposed to be 38 tonight, so wish me luck. Last year when I was camping, it was in the 20s. That was cold. I think I can do 38. 20s was rough. This normally has all of our dried food, like snacks and chips and things like that, but I don't have my boys with me yet, and I don't eat a lot of that stuff, so it's just kind of like holding random bits and bobs. I do have my electrolytes and my minerals for my water, and I think I have some beef sticks back there. Yeah, we have spices. I packed this for my boys for when they come. They love that with tuna, so that'll be for them. And then there's some tea stuff. This container has, these are from Dollar Tree. I got them forever ago. You can tell, like, this is old. Just spices. These work really good for organizing different things, like for camping, but we use it for all sorts of things. Different organizing bits and bobs. Okay, we'll put that back on. Normally that looks a lot different. Like it'll have stuff for s'mores, and when my boys come out, I will place a Walmart order and have my husband bring it when he brings them so that I can have stuff for them that they would want. This is drinking water. I always put a couple on the cooler at night just in case any critters want to open things up. And here's my cooler. We've got, just basic stuff. I pre-cook a lot of stuff before I go camping. So there's grilled chicken, there are bratwurst, and there's something that we call meat sticks. It sounds gross, it's really good. It's just lamb with a bunch of spices and herbs and stuff. And then this is a new addition for the year, this water bag. Normally I get one of those, like the big water containers that are plastic, and you have the little spout kind of like this. But after a while, it gets misshapen. You can't get the water out. So annoying. So then what I was doing was finishing up my drinking water and then using these to refill, but then I didn't like holding on to them. Anyways, this lays flat so I can store this when we're not in camping season, and I think it's going to work great. I use this is a water, like spring water that the campsite has, so I don't drink this, but I use it for like brushing teeth or washing dishes, washing hands, things like that. And then this has ice for drinking, like for putting in your water bottle or whatever. Oh, I should probably explain this right here. This board, I get a new one every year. What I really need to do is to take time to seal it and paint it so I don't have to repurchase it. But it's great for setting hot things on. So if I'm done cooking and I need to plate things up, you don't want to melt the picnic table because it's got this like plastic, and a lot of people, you can tell they've already melted it. And sometimes it's annoying to go get like a pot holder or whatever, and I don't want to melt my tablecloth. I know from experience all of the things. So it's easy to kind of set things here, and also to prep your food here. And then whenever I'm wanting to draw or do a craft, or the boys and I are playing a game, we take this and then we flip it to where it's going long ways down the table, and it acts as a really good hard surface because the picnic top is like this. It has the little holes all in it, and so if you're drawing or something or trying to write, it's just not super comfortable to do it on. We could play games on top of this, but this is a better option. So we got that, and then I always leave my little broom right there, at least when I get this campsite. And then, do you want to go take a peek at the tent? Well, first let me show you around the backside of all of these beautiful pine trees. When we come out in the summer, it's not hot enough yet to worry about this. When we come out in the summer, we'll just follow the shade. We'll take camp chairs and just follow the shade throughout the forest so that we can hang out and read. And here's another view from here. Oh my gosh, it's so peaceful. Down below is the stream. I'm sure I'll get some footage of that to show you guys, especially when my boys are here. They're pretty much back in the stream the whole time they come to join me at the trip. All right, let's go inside. Okay, here we go. This is a new addition this year. I got a cot. I normally sleep on a twin air mattress on the ground, which is fine. But I wanted something off the ground, and I thought maybe it would be a little bit more comfortable, and I didn't want to deal with the like filling of, I don't know. If you've used air mattresses, you know. It's like you can never get them the right, like filled the right amount, and then it deflates overnight. I've had some that have deflated on me in the middle of the night, and I'm sleeping on rocks if I forget to bring this rug, which makes the ground a little bit softer. But we've got some comfy pillows, a nice quilt. Underneath this is my sleeping bag, so I should be plenty warm tonight. And then my clothes and toiletries, and then just like warm jackets and my bin of safety and precaution over there. And then we have books, and underneath this, those are all my activities. So like my journaling supplies, my watercolors, paintbrushes, all of that. Here's more flowers that my boys bought me for, not Christmas, Mother's Day. I bring a ton of books, like a ton. There's no way I'll read all these books, but I just want to have options. And if there's something I'm not loving, I want to have an option to pick through. So this is cool that I had a little space to store books underneath the cot this year, because normally I don't have that. And then I got some of these cool fairy lights to put around. I cannot wait for the vibes tonight to turn on my little lanterns and have the little fairy lights around. So there's that. And what do we have over here? We have a laundry basket, trash can, and then this bin on the bottom. I store all of our headlamps and flashlights and things. There's a bin for batteries. Here's medicine, and then just some random things that I threw on there as I was leaving the house. So here's the inside. So cute, right? And it's like not most amazing, but it is pretty cozy for a little tent. And look what I get to look at whenever I step out. Oh, it's gonna be a good trip, y'all. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling nothing crazy is gonna happen. It's gonna be like just as boring as I want it to be in the best way possible, you know? Okay, so what I do every night when I'm by myself is I take a little drive. I love to go look at all the campers. So this loop that I'm in right now is tents. Tents only are allowed in here, but there are several other loops where people come and like bring their Airstreams and their pop-ups, and it was so fun. And I look for deer, and then I go call my husband and let him know I'm alive. And then I kind of like wind down for the night. I want to do a big fire tonight and kind of sit and read for a little bit. It's been a little bit busier today because I've been packing and running errands, and then setting up my campsite. So tomorrow will be my first full like kick back and chill day. I'm just hoping to get good sleep tonight. Please, 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 please. Sleeping while tent camping is like an iffy. Sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's not. But I'm gonna get in the car and go do my little drive, and I will talk to you when I talk to you next.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds, your hands still tangled up in mine. Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy. We got nowhere to be, got nowhere to be. Your hair's a mess, but you don't mind. You just laugh, let it fall where it likes. Coffee's cold, but we take a